Angkor Wat, Cambodia. Angkor Wat is the largest religious monument in the world. Originally built as a Hindu temple dedicated to the god Vishnu before transitioning into a Buddhist temple. It was constructed in the early 12th century by the Khmer Empire and is renowned for its intricate carvings and architectural grandeur. Stonehenge, United Kingdom. Stonehenge is a prehistoric monument consisting of a ring of standing stones, each around 13 feet high, 7 feet wide, and weighing around 25 tons. Its construction began around 3000 BCE, and its purpose, including whether it served as an astronomical observatory or religious site, remains subject to debate. Moai statues, Easter Island. Chile, Easter Island. The Moai statues were carved by the Rapa Nui people between the 13th and 16th centuries and are believed to represent ancestral figures or chiefs. Some Moai statues weigh up to 80 tons and stand over 30 feet tall, with many still in various stages of completion in the island's quarries. The Acropolis, Greece. Athens. The Acropolis is a citadel located on a rocky outcrop above Athens and is home to several ancient buildings of great architectural and historic significance. The most famous structure on the Acropolis is the Parthenon, a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, built in the 5th century BCE. The Alhambra, Spain, Granada. The Alhambra is a palace and fortress complex built during the Moorish rule of the Iberian Peninsula in the 14th century. It is renowned for its stunning Islamic architecture, intricate tile work, and lush gardens, reflecting the cultural and artistic achievements of the Nasrid dynasty. The Great Mosque of Córdoba, Spain, Córdoba. Originally built as a Visigothic church, the Great Mosque of Córdoba was converted into a mosque in the 8th century during the Islamic rule of Spain. Its most distinctive feature is its horseshoe-shaped arches and a stunning forest of over 850 columns made from various materials, including marble, jasper, and granite. The Parthenon, Greece, Athens. The Parthenon is a temple dedicated to the goddess Athena, constructed in the 5th century BCE during the Golden Age of Athens. It is considered one of the finest examples of Doric architecture and is adorned with intricate sculptures and reliefs depicting Greek mythology and historical events. The Roman Colosseum, Italy, Rome. The Colosseum, also known as the Flavian Amphitheater, was built in the 1st century CE and could accommodate over 50,000 spectators for gladiatorial contests and public spectacles. It is a symbol of the power and grandeur of ancient Rome and remains one of the most iconic landmarks of the Roman Empire. Borobudur Temple, Indonesia, Java. Borobudur is the largest Buddhist temple in the world and was built in the 9th century during the Sailendra dynasty. It is renowned for its 9 stacked platforms, topped by a central dome and adorned with over 2,500 relief panels and 500 Buddha statues. The Pyramids of Teotihuacan, Mexico. Teotihuacan was an ancient Mesoamerican city located northeast of modern-day Mexico City, and its pyramids were built between the 1st and 7th centuries CE. The Pyramid of the Sun is the largest structure in Teotihuacan, standing over 63 meters tall, and the Pyramid of the Moon is the second largest, with a prominent position on the city's Avenue of the Dead. The Terracotta Army, China, Xi'an. The Terracotta Army is a collection of thousands of life-sized clay soldiers, horses, and chariots buried with the first emperor of China, Qin Shi Huang, in the 3rd century BCE. The army was discovered by local farmers in 1974 and is believed to represent the emperor's army in the afterlife, protecting him in death as they did in life. The Nazca Lines, Peru. The Nazca Lines are a series of ancient geoglyphs etched into the desert plains of southern Peru by the Nazca culture between 500 BCE and 500 CE. The purpose of the lines, which depict various animals, plants, and geometric shapes, remains a subject of debate among archaeologists and scholars. The Great Wall of Gorgan, Iran. The Great Wall of Gorgan, also known as the Red Snake, is a defensive barrier built in the 5th and 6th centuries CE to protect the Persian Empire from nomadic invasions. Stretching over 200 kilometers, it is one of the longest and oldest defensive walls in existence and is made of mud bricks, clay, and straw. The Potala Palace, China, Tibet. The Potala Palace is a vast fortress-like complex situated in Lhasa, Tibet, and was the winter residence of the Dalai Lama until the 14th Dalai Lama fled to India during the Tibetan Uprising in 1959. Built in the 17th century, it comprises over 1,000 rooms, 10,000 shrines, and numerous chapels, tombs, and libraries, making it one of the most impressive architectural wonders in the world. The Shwedagon Pagoda, Myanmar, Yangon. The Shwedagon Pagoda is a sacred Buddhist pagoda located in Yangon, Myanmar, and is believed to enshrine relics of 4 previous Buddhas, including strands of Gautama Buddha's hair. The pagoda is covered in over 27 metric tons of gold leaf and topped by a diamond-encrusted spire, making it one of the most revered and visually striking religious monuments in the world. The Karnak Temple Complex, Egypt, Luxor. The Karnak Temple Complex is a vast network of temples, chapels, pylons, and other religious structures dedicated to the worship of the god Amun-Ra, among others. It was built over a period of 2,000 years, beginning in the Middle Kingdom and continuing through the Ptolemaic period, and is one of the largest religious complexes in the world. The Banawe Rice Terraces, Philippines. The Banawe Rice Terraces are ancient terraces carved into the mountainsides of Ifugao Province in the Philippines and are believed to have been constructed over 2,000 years ago by indigenous peoples using minimal tools. They are often referred to as the 8th wonder of the world and showcase the ingenuity of traditional agricultural practices and sustainable land management by the Ifugao people. The Palace of Versailles, France. The Palace of Versailles, located near Paris, was originally a hunting lodge built by King Louis XIII in the 17th century. King Louis XIV transformed it into a magnificent palace, symbolizing the power and grandeur of the French monarchy, and it became the seat of government in 1682. The Forbidden City, China, Beijing. The Forbidden City, also known as the Imperial Palace, served as the imperial palace and political center of China for over 500 years during the Ming and Qing dynasties. It consists of nearly 1,000 buildings and covers an area of 180 acres, making it the largest palace complex in the world. The Palace of Westminster, United Kingdom, London. The Palace of Westminster, also known as the Houses of Parliament, is the seat of the UK Parliament and an iconic symbol of British democracy and governance. It was originally a royal palace built by Edward the Confessor in the 11th century, but has served as the seat of Parliament since the 13th century. The Pantheon, Italy, Rome. The Pantheon is a former Roman temple and one of the best preserved ancient buildings in Rome, renowned for its massive dome and classical architecture. It was commissioned by Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century AD and has served as a church since the 7th century, contributing to its preservation over the centuries. The St. Basil's Cathedral, Russia, Moscow. St. Basil's Cathedral, located in Moscow's Red Square, is one of Russia's most iconic landmarks, known for its colorful onion domes and unique architecture. It was built in the 16th century by Ivan the Terrible to commemorate the capture of the Kazan Khanate and is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Hagia Sophia, Turkey, Istanbul. Hagia Sophia served as an Eastern Orthodox cathedral, a Roman Catholic cathedral, and a mosque before becoming a museum in 1935. Built in the 6th century by the Byzantine Emperor Justinian I, it is considered one of the greatest examples of Byzantine architecture. The Meenakshi Temple, India, Madurai. The Meenakshi Temple is a historic Hindu temple dedicated to the goddess Meenakshi and her consort Sundareswarar, and is a major pilgrimage site in southern India. It was originally built in the 6th century, but underwent significant expansion and renovation during the Nayak dynasty in the 16th and 17th centuries. The Temple of Heaven, China, Beijing. The Temple of Heaven is a complex of religious buildings situated in Beijing and was used by emperors of the Ming and Qing dynasties for annual ceremonies to pray for good harvests. It is renowned for its architectural beauty, symbolic layout, and historical significance as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Sagrada Familia, Spain, Barcelona. The Sagrada Familia is a basilica designed by the renowned architect Antoni Gaudí and is one of the most famous landmarks in Barcelona. Construction began in 1882 and is still ongoing, with completion expected in the early 21st century, making it one of the longest construction projects in history. The Eiffel Tower, France, Paris. The Eiffel Tower was built for the 1889 Exposition Universelle, World's Fair, to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the French Revolution. It was initially criticized by some as an eyesore, but has since become an iconic symbol of Paris and one of the most visited monuments in the world. Pumapunku, Bolivia. Pumapunku is part of the Tiwanaku archaeological site and features complex stone structures with precise cuts, baffling engineers and archaeologists. Lalibela Churches, Ethiopia. Lalibela is known for its rock-hewn churches, which were carved out of solid rock in the 12th century and are still active places of worship today. Derinkuyu Underground City, Turkey. Derinkuyu is an ancient underground city carved out of soft volcanic rock, once capable of housing up to 20,000 people along with their livestock. Trulli of Alberobello, Italy. Alberobello is a town in Italy famous for its trulli, whitewashed stone huts with conical roofs, often painted with symbols for good luck. Göbekli Tepe, Turkey. Göbekli Tepe is an ancient site dating back to around 9600 BCE, making it one of the oldest known megalithic structures, with intricate stone carvings. Nan Madol, Micronesia. Nan Madol is a series of over 90 artificial islands built with basalt and coral boulders, known as the Venice of the Pacific, constructed around 1200 CE. Rock-Hewn Churches of Tigray, Ethiopia. The churches in Tigray are carved out of rock cliffs and date back to the 4th century, serving as important religious sites for Ethiopian Orthodox Christians. Ranakpur Jain Temple, India. This temple is renowned for its stunning marble architecture and intricate carvings, with over 1,444 uniquely carved marble pillars supporting the structure. Underground River of Puerto Princesa, Philippines. This subterranean river flows directly into the sea and is navigable by boat, passing through mesmerizing limestone formations within a cave system. Oh yes, thank you for taking the time to watch our content. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And oh yeah, if you find our content interesting, please share with everyone you know. See you on our next World Wonders discovery journey.